Hello, my name is Henrik Rehr, and I'm a cartoonist. I was born in Denmark and I grew up there, but I have lived in New York City in the United States for the last 30 years. As I said, I work in comics and I've done about 35 books and worked on 2 comic strips, Ferdinand and Beetle Bailey, and done literally thousands of illustrations for books and advertisement. When I was a young man, I used to listen to an English punk band called The Clash, and in one of their songs, Spanish Bombs, they have a line that says, "Please, please leave the ventana open. Federico Lorca is dead and gone." I did not know who Federico Lorca was, but my friend did, and he said, "Oh, he's a great writer. You should try to read some of his stuff." And so I got his books out of the library and I read them, and I thought he was great. I really liked his poetry, but I loved to play Bloodwedding. I became a cartoonist. I had a professional career, and at some point I thought maybe I'll give an adaptation of Bloodwedding a shot. I mean, I do love the play. I would like to try to make it into a comic. And so I tried. It's not that easy. You have to be careful when you adapt somebody else's work, of course. You can't violate it, and at the same time you must try to bring something to it that's not already there, something that gives your angle to a play like Bloodwedding, for instance. And you also have to adapt it to a different form, of course. It's very different putting a play up on stage or making it into a comic that's printed in a book. So I tried. I wrote a script basically, and other things got in the way. Other projects I got hired to do, I didn't really have a chance to do the book. Until some years later, when I spoke to a cartoonist, a new young talent called Bøgelund, whose work I was very fond of, and it turned out he liked my work too, and we talked about maybe trying to do something together. And I showed him the old adaptation I had tried on for Bloodwedding, and he said, "That's it, we're gonna do this one." So we did. He drew all the art using my script and asked me if I would be interested in doing the gray scales for the book, and I would love to do that, so I did it, and we did the book, and it came out in Danish. And now it's also coming out in Arabic and, of course, in Spanish from Yeray Editiones. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm very happy with this Spanish edition. I think Yeray has done a fabulous job on the book itself, on the translation and the text. The whole way the book has been shaped looks great, I think. And I would like to thank the staff at Yeray, and I would especially like to thank Jorge Lopez Cortez. I hope I pronounced that correctly as well, for all his enthusiasm for the book, and because he also loves Bloodwedding and Lorca's work. The only thing that is a little sad about this is that Bøgelund, the artist on the book, died tragically. He drowned in 2018, and unfortunately he will not be able to see this edition of his work though. And that makes me sad, of course, because I know he would really have loved it. Thank you.